Alright, welcome everybody. I am happy to announce that I have Strat-O-Matic ready. So excited to show this off to you guys. So today we're going to be using Team Canada and Team USA, and we will be doing a simulated game. I don't know the super advanced rules yet, but we're going to do so just the advanced. We're not doing basic. So the advanced rules of it. We probably won't be keeping track of goals and assists right now, just because I'm not 100% sure on how to do that. I know there are rules on there. I just haven't gotten there quite yet. So I probably won't be tracking that. That being said, in the future, hopefully the next video, I will actually start doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and get these lines set up real quick, and then I will come back. Alright, and we're back. Went ahead and got all the lineups taken care of for Team USA and Team Canada. So, for starting off for Team USA, we got Brady Tkachuk, Quinn Hughes, Jack Eichel, Charlie McAvoy, and Matthew Tkachuk with Connor Hellebuyck at goalie. When we make our line changes, this is going to be 2 forward line changes and 1 defender line change. So for the first forward line change, it'll be Matthew Boldy, Jake Gunsell, and Austin Matthews. And for the second line change for the forwards, we'll have Tage Thompson, Jack Hughes, and Dylan Larkin. And then for our first defender change, we're going to have Zach Werenski and Brock Faber. And now for Team Canada, we got starting Macklin Celebrini, Devin Taves, Connor McDavid, Cale Makar, and Mitch Marner with Mr. Jordan Binnington off at goalie. And then for the line changes, the first line change is going to be Sidney Crosby, Sam Reinhart, and Nathan McKinnon. Second line change will be Mark Stone, Tom Wilson, and Bo Horvat. With our defender changing being our first defensive change of Shea Theodore and Josh Morrissey. Alright, so with that in mind, let's go ahead and get started. So first we got to check out the face-off, +1, 0, +1, 0, 0. Let's check out Team USA real quick. We got a +2, 0, 1, 0, 0. So it's going to be a +1 in USA's favor for the face-off chart, and usually sometimes you can, or some people use the cards to determine the face-off number, but for what we're going to do is we're going to use the dice, and I'll show you how that works. So we rolled a 3, so we're going to go over here real quick, and we're going to look at the advanced face-off chart. We're going to go 3. It's not even, and it is a +1 for the superior team. So it is it's a +1 for the face-off count. So it is going to go to the superior left winger, which means we are going to start off with Brady Tkachuk. All right, let's get going. First card. Oh, I didn't set what offense and defense we were going to be. Everyone, to make this easy, is going to start off in a 2-2 defense and offense. And basically, if you need any explanation on how this works, how I've been told, let's just start with offense. So the more you go down, so say we were in a 1, that means you're going to have less offensive chances. But when you have to move your defense down here, your defense is going to get better. So it goes opposite the other way. So say we were running a 3 defense, that means we are the most. We are running a hardcore, we're running a loose defense because we're running a high offense. So the lower you get, the better you are, if that makes any sense. So we're gonna start off in a 2-2 though for everybody. So we are the home team, so we are going to lose the puck, and there's going to be an inside shot for any player. And for that, in that case, I think we are going to give this to Connor McDavid. And this I here means that we can intimidate, which means we can intimidate with the opponent. So this is Connor McDavid. He's going to be the one making the inside shot. If we want to try and take away that puck, we can intimidate. And we have an intimidation rating of... we would have to get a 1 on the card for intimidation, which isn't great, because it's really not that high of a chance. But we have a D for penalty, so we aren't risking too much. So let's go ahead and draw a split action card. And the intimidation is a 5. So we don't get it. And that's a-okay. So Connor McDavid is going to take his shot. Nothing happens to Jack Eichel. Where are the dice? There they are. So let's roll inside shot for Connor McDavid. And we got a 6. And inside shot 6 is miss, and it goes to any defensive player. So I think we're going to give this to Quinn Hughes. Oops, there we go. And we're going to draw another action card. So we are still in the 2-2 offense. So we are going to lose the puck again, and it's going to be outside shot only for the left defender. So this is going to go over to Devin Taves, and Devin Taves is going to take an outside shot. I do not have the option to intimidate since it's not an inside shot. And that's a 7. Devin Taves, 7. It is a miss, and it goes to the defensive left defender. So that's going to go back to Quinn Hughes. All right. Eventually, USA will get a good one. So we're running a 2-2. So opponent defense 5. So what that means is we have Quinn Hughes, the defender, right here. We need to read off 5, which is takes puck away, has outside shot. So we're going to go here. Now, since this is an outside shot, we do have the option to penetrate to try and make it a inside shot. With a penetration of 4, that's actually pretty good, and a penalty of a D, that's not bad. Actually, I don't even think the penalty matters in this situation. Let's take a look. Intimidation chart. Oh, no, it does. It does matter. Okay. Or, sorry, penetration. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So, but we need to take a look at... Let's see. Okay, so right here. So since we're at a penetration of 4, we have to roll 1 through 13 for it to be good, and we would have to do a if it's a 14 through 20, we would actually lose it back, or lose it to Quinn Hughes. So I think we're gonna take that chance to make it an inside shot. Ooh, nice. Okay, so we can now take it as an inside shot. Let me see if Quinn Hughes wants to. Oh, actually, no, Quinn Hughes can't intimidate. So we're just gonna go ahead and we are gonna roll for Mr. Cale Makar. Yeah, for Cale Makar for an inside shot. We rolled a 5 inside shot. It's a goalie rating. So we go over to Mr. Connor Hellebuyck. And we are now going to roll for him. Oops. And we got a 5. And that means goal. Now, it does say goal 1 through 19, which means we got to roll this dice. So if it's a 20, there's no goal. So let's take a look. It's a 1. So that is a goal for Team Canada by Mr. Cale Makar. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead. I'm gonna get these out of here. Those are falling in really well because of the dice. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and start off with another face-off. It is still a +1 face-off for US. That is a 20. When we go over here, a 20 is inferior right wing, since we are at a +1. So that means the puck is going to go to Michmana. All right, so draw another advanced action card, and this is now the visitor who's in a 2/2, and it says immediately lose to opponent. So it goes to Brady Tkachuk. Brady Tkachuk is going to inside shot for any player. I think Brady Tkachuk is going to pass this on over to Matthew Tkachuk. And gonna try. Now, there is an option for an Intimidate by Mr. Macklin Celebrini. Intimidation is a 1 through 2 with a D penalty. So I think in this situation he would want to take that. So let's go ahead and draw a card. Intimidation is a 12. So nothing happens. And Matthew Tkachuk gets to take his shot. There's the dice. Alright, we rolled a 2, which is it's a goal plus. Okay, so how goal pluses work, those only count for power play goals. So nothing happens, and there is a face-off. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on here. Oh wait, whoops, that is a little premature. Let me grab the D20. We're at a +1, and this is a 12. Superior any player. So we are going to go ahead and we are going to give this back off to Jack Eichel. Then we'll flip this over. And offense 2 and 2. It's opponent defense 3 is what we have to read off. So we go over here to Connor McDavid. Takes puck, has inside shot. And our left defender can intimidate. Okay, so Connor McDavid is giving an inside shot, but our left defender, who has a penalty of a D, it's a really bad chance for intimidation, but it's worth at least trying. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to draw here, and our intimidation is a 13, so nothing happens for our left defenseman. Did I do that right? Yeah, I did. Okay. So, Connor McDavid gets to take his inside shot. Alright, that is a 6, and a 6 inside shot is miss, and it goes to any defensive player. So we're going to give that on over to Charlie McAvoy. And we are going to continue drawing. 2-2. We are looking at a opponent defense 2, which is Devin Taves. Takes away puck, has inside shot. Okay. Man, Team Canada is just getting the best of Team USA right now on inside shots. Okay, so that was an intimidation for the left defender, which we are going to take. It's not a great chance, but it's at least worth trying. Nope. It's an intimidation 3. Alright, so Devin Taves with his first shot. Whoops. With his first shot. Inside shotish. A 12 inside is a miss, and it goes to the defensive left winger. So over to Brady Tkachuk. Alright, offense 2, home, passing E. Right? Yep, passing E. So that means outside shot for right winger. have the penetration. I don't know if I think we're just going to take... I think we're going to penetrate. Yeah, I think that's the best option here. Okay. We got a 9. So, penetration is successful. So now we can take an inside shot. So let's go ahead and, yeah, I guess take our inside shot and try. See if Matthew can get us on the board. We got a 5. An inside shot is a miss, and it goes to the defensive right winger. Over to Mitch Marner. Let's see here. So, visitor passing D for Mitch Marner is inside shot for left wing. We can intimidate. So, Macklin Celebrini is going to take a... Wait a minute. Passing D... Okay, yeah, so it's an intimidate for Mr. Matthew Tkachuk. And I do not like that penalty rating. So we are not going to penetrate. We are just going to let him take this shot. It's not worth a penalty. And we're going to hope for the best. Okay, so Matthew Celebrini goes for an inside shot. With a 7, that is a miss, and it goes to the left winger, Mr. Brady Tkachuk. Alright, here we go. Offense, possible breakaway. Okay, awesome. That's actually really good. So, we are going to go over to the split card deck, and breakaway for the left defender. So that's going to go to Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes gets to roll for breakaway. So a 9 for breakaway is a miss. And we give it back to Macklin Celebrini. I'm going to put all those in there. Alright, so we're going to do our first forward line change. So Brady Tkachuk, Jack Eichel, and Matthew Tkachuk are done. And they are bringing in Matthew Boldy, Jake Gunsell, and Austin Matthews. Yep, there we go. Alright, and then taking away these guys, and we are adding in the McKinnon line. McKinnon in the middle, Sam Reinhart, oops, wrong one, goes over here, and Sidney Crosby. Alright, so Sidney Crosby has the puck. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. And Sidney Crosby will draw. That is in there incorrectly. Give me 1 second while I fix this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Did I mess that up? Nope. 5. Okay. This goes here. This goes here. Oh my goodness. Okay. I have some things to work out on this apparently. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we will just draw off this pile for a little bit. Okay. So for Macklin Celebrini, visitor, they're running a 2-2. We're looking at opponent defense 6. Opponent defense outside shot for left winger. So Sidney Crosby is going to take a shot. He does have the option to penetrate, and I'm going to say he does. Penetration is, I believe that is a successful penetration. That is a successful penetration. So we are going to go ahead and do an inside shot for Sidney Crosby. And that's an 11, inside shot, goalie plus. So we treat that as a power play, or not power play, as, well, the goalie pluses are for power play only, so we're going to move and go back to center for a face-off. 17. Oh, that's right. These have actually changed. So face-off +3. Okay. And we have a face-off of +3. So it's going to be even strength at 17, which makes this the visitor's left defenseman gets it. So we're going to give it to Devin Taves. And we start going again. All right. Oh, that's right. Forgot. Going off of this one. So Devin Taves is 2-2 visitor. Inside shot for any player. And they can the opposing person can intimidate. So I think we're going to give this to McKinnon, which makes Austin Matthews our guy who's going to intimidate. Let's draw here. Our intimidation is a opponent takes away puck, possible penalty, power play. Okay, so Austin Matthews takes away puck, possible penalty, which is alrighty. Sorry there, folks. Had to figure something out. I think I messed up and I didn't 100% know how to do this. So I had to pull out the rules, and it says possible penalty, or opponent fails to take away puck, possible penalty. If so, immediately draw a split card. A split card to determine if a penalty is called on the intimidating offender. Compare the number at the top of the card with the defender's penalty rating. So, the number at the top of the card is a 2. And if we go over to the penalty rating for Mr. Austin, which is a D, then we come over here and we look at the chart. Well, 1 through 2 is no penalty. So, hold up. Where'd it go? Didn't we have 2 cards out? Opponent takes away puck, possible penalty. Okay, so Austin Matthews takes away the puck, and there was no penalty for me taking it away. So that is how that is resolved. Sorry for the confusion there. All right, so now we continue play. Whoops. And we are now the home team. And we are 2-2. We are going to read off the opponent defense 9. Opponent defense 9 is takes away puck, has outside shot only. So Nathan McKinnon gets another shot. He's got an outside shot here. He's got an 8 for outside, which is rebound. So that means we draw from the split card deck again. Split deck card. And rebound, defensive right defender. So that means the puck goes over here to Charlie McAvoy. All right, so Charlie McAvoy is then going to outside shot for any player. And I think we're going to give this to... I think we're going to give it to Austin Matthews here. Okay. That was an outside shot only, right? Yeah, okay. So we rolled a 6. Outside shot for him is defensive left winger. So we are going to move this puck over here to Sidney Crosby. And then last one for Sidney Crosby before we have a line change is visitor, opponent defense 2, takes away puck, has inside shot, and the right winger can intimidate. Let's see. Their right winger is Sam Reinhart, has a very low penalty, so he is going to try an intimidation. His intimidation is actually really good with a 1 through 7, so let's go ahead and see what happens. Intimidation, oh, an 11, so no intimidation there. So we are going to take a inside shot for Jake Gunsel. And that is a 7. And goalie rating. Here we go. Okay, so goalie rating for Mr. Jordan Binnington. So we got here. All right, let's go ahead and roll this. We got a 9. Goal! And the game is tied up. The game is tied up 1-1. All right, so we do have that first defensive line change, so we're going to take out Quinn Hughes and Charlie McAvoy, and we're going to throw in, where'd they go? Is that it? Yep, Zach Werenski for the left and Brock Faber for the right. And then we're going to take out Devin Taves and Cale Makar. And we're going to put in Shea Theodore and Josh Morrissey. And I actually need to switch these up. All right, and that is our first line change, or defensive line change. All right, let's continue. So we have Jake Gunsel with the puck, and we are going to... Nope, Jake Gunsel does not have the puck. We need to do a face-off. It is a 10 at even strength, so we do home right winger, and home team is USA in this case. So we go to, well, I guess Jake Gunsel. So, all right. So, home, lose puck, outside shot only for left winger. Okay, so looks like Sidney Crosby will be taking a shot. All right, sorry about that. There we go. Okay, so outside shot only for Sidney Crosby. And we got a 7. 7 for Sidney Crosby on outside shot is going to the defensive. Defensive right defenseman. So we're going to go to Brock Faber. Alright, and we got on the home team again, so we're going to go opponent defense 6 for Josh Morrissey. Opponent defense 6. Takes away puck, has outside shot. Our penetration's a 3. I am not going to risk that right now, so let's just go ahead and do an outside shot. Got an outside shot of 6 for, which is miss and any defensive player. So we'll give this over to Zach Werenski. And back on offense for home, we are passing D. Inside shot for center, so it goes over to Austin Matthews, and it looks like Nathan McKinnon can intimidate if he'd like. And his penalty is a C with an intimidate of 1 through 5. The game is tied. I don't think I'm going to risk the penalty for Team Canada. So we'll just go ahead and roll an inside shot for Austin Matthews. We got an 11, and that is a goal, 1 through 14. So not quite yet. We still got to roll. So let's see what we get here. Oh, it's a miss. It's a save by the center. All right, now you go to a face-off, so no goal. Canada catches a little break there. Okay. So let's go back to this. We got a 2. A 2 on the chart says even strength home right defender. So we're going to Brock Faber. And we got lose puck outside shot only for right winger. So we go back over to Sam Reinhart for an outside shot only. Outside shot of 9. Lose to the defensive right defenseman. We're going right back to Brock, right back to Brock Faber. And let's see. So we're back on the home team. So opponent defense 1. So takes away puck, has inside shot. And looks like Brock Faber can intimidate if he'd like. He has a D at 1 through 2. I think we'll take the chance. So split action. Intimidation 15. I don't think that's good for us, or we just barely get by. Oh, okay. No penalty. Okay, we're good. So, Josh Morrissey is going to take his inside shot for Team Canada. We got a 9 for inside. It is defensive left winger. So we go over to Matt Boldy. Oh, yep, okay. So now we do a forward line change. These can all go in here. And then let's just do this real quick. So is it this? Yep, right here. Okay. So Dylan Larkin at center. We'll put Jack Hughes at left wing and Tage Thompson at right wing. Let's take out these guys. And we have the Bo Horvat line. Tom Wilson and Mark Stone. Okay. So, now that we've done a line change, we go to Jack Hughes. Alright. Almost done with the first period. So, we got a 2-2. Opponent defense 4. And that would be takes away puck, has inside shot, and the right defenseman can intimidate, which Brock Faber is going to. Intimidation, a 2! We finally got one. Okay, so Brock Faber is going to take that away. This is the home team, so we are going inside shot for any player. I think we're going to hand this over to Mr. Dylan Larkin, and we are going to take an inside shot. I do believe that they can intimidate, And it is Bo Horvat with a D and a 1 through 4 on intimidation. So we're going to take that. And intimidation, a 2. So we have another takeaway. So, and who was that? That was Bo Horvat? Yep, Bo Horvat. Okay. All right, Bo Horvat now has the puck, and it's going to be passing F. So, outside shot for right winger. Oops. And I don't think we're going to risk it. We're almost at the end of the period, and we don't want to get a penalty. So we're just going to take the outside shot with Wilson. 9. Outside shot. Goes to the center. Loose puck. Outside shot only for center. Okay. So Bo Horvat's going to take a shot. Bo Horvat with a 5 on outside. Goes back to Dylan Larkin. Let's see. Home team lose to opponent. Okay. Going right back to Bo Horvat again. Okay, visitor passing E. Outside shot for left winger. Our left winger is Stone. We do have good we do have good penetration. How's the defense over here? Yeah, let's go for a penetration. Penetration of 13. I think we just barely made that. Yep, successfully. Okay, so we can now do an inside shot with Mark Stone with no intimidation. We got a 6 on an inside shot. Oops, on the wrong person. 6 on an inside. Nope, goes to a defensive player. We'll give this to Zach Werenski. And then, sorry, we are the home team, so it's going to be passing F. Outside shot for left winger. So we're going to give this to Jack Hughes, who has a good penetration. We are going to try and penetrate again. An 11, he makes it. So now we can take an inside shot. Oops. A 5 inside is goalie rating for Jack Hughes. Okay, so Mr. Jordan Binnington needs to make a saving throw here. We got a 7, and that is face-off. So, Jordan Binnington comes up with a stellar save. And we are now at the face-off. So, we go to 8. An even. Oh, wait, nope, we're not even anymore. We had a forward change. So, we have a 1, 1, 3, 1. And we have a 0, 0, 3. Okay, so we are even. Okay. So we go to 8, even. Home right wing. Goes to Tage Thompson. Opponent defense 8. Takes away puck, has outside shot only. Okay, so Mark Stone's going to take away the shot. And you're going to do an outside shot only. We got a 8 for outside. Rebound. Okay. Defensive center if the defense rating 3 or more. If not, opponent has a rebound shot. So if our defensive center has a 3 or more on defense, which he does, he gets the puck. Okay. All right, and we go passing D. Inside shot for right winger. So that goes to Tage Thompson. We can intimidate with Mark Stone, though, which we are going to do. Oh, this one needs to go away. Intimidation of 9. It does not pass. So Tage Thompson gets to take an inside shot. Oh, wait. Hold on. Did I do that wrong? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, sorry. Okay, so 6 for inside is goalie rating. Oh, man. Jordan Bennington is getting hammered right now. Okay. We got a 11, which is a save. Goes to any defensive player. So we'll give it to Shea Theodore for the last play of the period. And Shea Theodore gets to opponent defense 8, which is takes away puck, has outside shot only. So Zach Werenski with the final shot of the period. He gets a 12 for outside, and it goes to the center. And that is the first period. Alright, so I am having some issues with the forward line changes and the defensive line changes cards. So we're just going to have to do our best to remember that after 10 cards, we do the first line forward line change. Then after 5, we do the defensive line change. And then after another 5, we do another forward line change. So we're going to do our best to remember that. Alright, and since we are tied up, I think we are going to keep both teams at a 2-2. I got everyone reset, so let's go ahead and get started. I am already doing it wrong. We need to roll for the face-off, which I believe we are now back to a +1 for... Yep, we are back at a +1 for the US. So we're gonna, when we do this, we'll be doing the +1 column. So we got a column 20, and it is a +1, so it's going to be the inferior right winger. So that is going to go to Mr. Mitch Marner, and Mitch Marner will, Mitch Marner, visitor 2-2, opponent defense 2. Is going to be takes away puck, outside shot. So we are not going to penetrate. Or well, we could penetrate. We just don't. Yeah, let's penetrate with Matthew Tkachuk. Yeah. That is a successful penetration. So we are now going to be looking at an inside shot for Matthew Tkachuk. We got a 5 inside. Nope, goes to the right winger. So back to Mitch Marner. So we got 2-2. Opponent defense 5. Outside shot for right winger. So that means Mitch Marner is going to take an outside shot, but I think we are going to penetrate with Mitch Marner. Oops. A 3. That is a successful penetration. Okay, so we now have an inside shot for Mitch Marner. And that's a 10 inside. Nope, goes to the defensive left defenseman. Quinn Hughes is going to pass F. Outside shot for left winger. Goes back to Matthew Tkachuk. We are going to keep penetrating with him. We have really good options there. And that is a successful penetration. So we now get an inside shot with Matty Tkachuk. Where did my other die go? There it is. We got a 7 inside shot. Goalie rating. Okay. We are testing Mr. Bennington again. That's a 10. Save. And it goes to any of his forwards. So, we're going to give it to Connor McDavid. And Connor McDavid, the visitor, is going to pass D. Inside shot for right winger. We got Mitch Marner. We could intimidate, but since it's Matthew Tkachuk with a B penalty rating, I'm not going to intimidate. So, it's the one bad drawback to Matthew Tkachuk. Okay, so Mitch Marner for an inside shot gets a 2. Which is a goal for Mitch Marner if he can hit the 1 through 18. So very good chances. And he hits it. That's a goal for Canada. Goal for Canada going to Mitch Marner. Alrighty, let's reset. We're going back to the face-off. And we got a +1, 10. So 10 on a +1 is superior right wing, which means we are going to Brady Tkachuk. Oops. So for Brady Tkachuk, we are going to home, lose puck, outside shot only for the right winger. So Mitch Marner again with another shot right after his goal. Let's see. Mitch Marner gets a 9 on outside. Nope, loses it to the left defender. It is now Quinn Hughes' puck. And we are the home team. Passing D. Passing D. Inside shot for the center. And looks like Connor McDavid can intimidate. But with a C penalty, it's not worth it when they are currently up. There's no... Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and roll for Jack Eichel for the inside shot. Shout out to those VGK fans. 6. Inside shot 6. It is defensive right winger. So we go back to Mitch Marner again. And Mitch Marner, the visitor. It's an opponent 9. So opponent 9 is penalty. Alright, I had to read the rules again. I think we got this, though. I think Matthew Tkachuk gets the penalty. So, we take Matthew Tkachuk out. And if we would like, we can... I'm supposed to set up my my line beforehand, and I think this is actually the line I want to run for the power play. Actually, I might not want to. Let me take a look really quick. I think we're actually going to take out Quinn Hughes, and we're going to put in Werenski. And then we are going to take out Brady Tkachuk, and we're going to put in Austin Matthews. this will be my power play, or my power, or my PK unit is what I'm going to call that. So that's my PK unit. Okay, so after that, we need to find out which power play we are going to be doing. And if I remember correctly, we roll this d20. And we got an 11. So we go to 11 on the advanced power play chart. So if the right winger is 3 or more defensive rating, so right winger is a 3 or more, and yep, which it is. That means Team Canada will get a outside shot for any player and an inside shot for the center. So let's go ahead and take a look at Team Canada. We'll do an outside shot for, I think we're just going to have Connor McDavid take both shots. So we're going to have him take an outside shot of a 3. Fuck. Okay, that's crazy. So goal plus 1 through 3. So I shouldn't have even swore because it's really an unlikely chance that this hits. It's a 13, so no goal. And then we go straight to the second one, which is a inside shot of 8. Rebound. Defensive right wing, if defensive rating 2 or more, which it is, because we just went over that one. So no rebound shot, and power play is over. This goes to our right winger, and power play is over. So how the power play works is we get rid of 3 cards for time lost on the power play. And now we're down to 20 cards, so we actually already have to make our first change. So let's see. So that means Brady Tkachuk is out, and Jack Eichel is out, and Matthew Tkachuk is out. Okay. And then we're going to bring in that second line, which was actually already partially out there. We're going to put Matthew Bolt. Whoa. We're going to put Austin in the middle, Boldy right here, and then was it Gunsel right here. Werenski comes back after the power play, and then we need to make a switch here really quick. Macklin, Connor, and Mitch. And then we put in the Sidney Crosby line. Over there. Okay. All right. So now I believe it was the right winger. So Matthew Boldy has the puck, and we continue play. So home team offense 2-2, lose puck, inside shot for any player. Well, I think we're just gonna go straight to Nathan McKinnon on that one, and do an inside shot, and then Austin Matthews will try to intimidate. Where is it? There it is. We got intimidation. Opponent fails to take puck away. Possible penalty. Power play 16. Okay. So, we draw this. That is a 19. That is really bad because that is a penalty. That is a penalty. So that's a penalty on Austin Matthews too. So let me think. Who do I want to put in? Definitely don't want Boldy out there. Let's see. I can technically bring these guys back in if I wanted to. there's no point. I'm gonna keep the I'm gonna switch out Quinn Hughes for Zach Werenski. I don't think this one really matters. It doesn't. Okay. So we're now back on the power play. So, or not we, but Canada is back on the power play. So let's go ahead and roll. We got a 6. So a 6 is, if right defender is a 4, which it's not, it is an inside shot. Or actually, let me double check the right defender before I do anything. It's not. It's a 3. Okay. So that means it was a inside shot for the left wing and a rebound shot for the center. So let's go ahead and roll those. So left winger is Sidney Crosby, inside shot with a 9. Nothing happens. Then we go to Nathan MacKinnon for a rebound shot. This is where it could get ugly. A 10 on a rebound is lose to the left winger. All right, I keep saying we. I'm not fighting for anyone in this game. All right, so only change we made was Zach Werenski, so we're gonna take Zach Werenski back out. And put him back here. Okay. All right. So we pass time 1, 2, and 3. Jake Gunsel has the puck. This is home team, passing D. Inside shot for center. So inside shot for Austin Matthews. Intimidation can go to MacKinnon, who is not going to intimidate because they are currently ahead. Oops. That was inside shot at 9. Which is a goal plus. So, no goal. No goal. Goes to the face-off. Alright, and that is a line change for both teams in the defender role. All right, let's go ahead and get it going again. And and I just realized that my royalty-free music isn't playing. There we go. Okay, so a 3. No, not a 3. An 8. Did I roll that? Oh my god, I don't even remember if I rolled that. I'm pretty sure I rolled that. And since there was a line change, I'm pretty sure we are at even strength again. There's a 3 there, and there's a 3 there. So yeah, we are at even strength on an 8. Home right winger. Okay, so it goes to the U.S. Matthew Boldy. Matthew Boldy goes for a... Or, no, Matthew Boldy is going to draw. There we go. So home in a 2-2. Opposing defense 2. So we're going to go over to Sidney Crosby. Takes away puck, has inside shot. Okay. The right winger can intimidate, and our right winger currently is Boldy with the intimidation of 1-2. But a penalty of C. We're only down by 1. U.S. is only down by 1. We're not gonna intimidate. We're just gonna let them take their inside shot. Second period, halfway through. We got time. They got time. 7. Inside shot is, oh my goodness, a goalie rating. All right, let's see if Connor Hellebuck can save his clean. Oops, that was a weird roll. We're gonna re-roll that. There we go. A 7. Save, and it goes to either defenseman. So U.S. Gets a break there. Okay. Puck is in Brock Faber's hands for the offense. Home. Opponent defense 11. Penalty. Okay. So now the U.S. is going on the power play. So he is out. So we have to bring in a left defenseman. So it looks like Taves is going to come in his spot. And we are going to take out... We want Sam. We're going to take out McKinnon. Yep, that's what they're going to roll. Okay. So, now Canada rolls to find out what their penalty is. An 18. Oops, wrong side of the board. 18 is if 2 or more 4-rated defensive players. That's what happens. Okay, so does Canada have 2 or more 4 stars? No. They have 1 with Taos. No, and no. Okay, so we then go back to the chart for 18. If 1 or less, yep. Okay, so United States has 4 different shots to take. So we have a roll for 3 outside shots and 1 inside shot for any player. So right defenseman, center, right wing. Okay, so right defenseman. Outside shot is a 9. Okay, doesn't happen. Then we go to our center. We got a 4 for outside shot for Matthews. Nothing. What was the other one? Left winger, I think is what it was. 18. Right winger. Okay. Then we go to our Matthew Boldy. And outside shot of 4. Nothing happens. Alright, and then we have an inside shot for any player. And I think we're going to... I think we're going to give that to Austin Matthews. I think that's our best option. Okay. Inside shot, Austin Matthews, an 11. Goal! 1 through 14. Okay. United States might get back into this game. Oops, that was a bad throw. 1 through 13, and we needed a... Oh my gosh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? 1 through 14. Okay, goal! Austin Matthews with the goal. All right, so that was a successful power play. So we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. All right, so that is another forward change. Puck goes here. We switch out these here. And now the Larkin line comes in. And for Team Canada, oops. Okay. Why are these not separating? There we go. Okay, Devin Taves goes back with Cale Makar. Take out McKinnon, Sydney. And then we get Bo Horvat, Tom Wilson, and Mark Stone. Okay. All right, and let's go ahead, and I'm pretty sure we're even strength again. 3 and a 3. Yep, so we're even strength. So 16. We look here. 16 even is visitors right winger. Okay, so this is going to go to Tom Wilson. All right, and Tom Wilson is going to passing F. Outside shot for left winger. So we're going to go right over here to Mark Stone. And we are going to penetrate. And that is a successful penetration by Mark Stone. We are now going to take that inside shot. Of a 4. And it goes to the defensive right defenseman. So Brock Faber has it. Home team passing F. Outside shot for left winger. Jack Hughes, who is also going to penetrate. And gets a successful penetration. And that's a 3 for inside shot. And that is a goal. 1 through 16. Let's see if US can pull this off and take the lead in the second period. Oh, no. They cannot. That is a miss. Whiffed the shot. Okay. We come back to center. And we roll for a face-off. We got a 9 this time. 9 on even is home left winger. So we go over to Jack Hughes. We are still in the 2-2 offense. Lose to opponent. So it just goes straight over here to Tom Wilson. Tom Wilson has a possible breakaway. Let's take a look. Breakaway. Center, if breakaway or penetration rating is 3 or more. So, the center's penetration rating is a 3 or more. So, Ben Horvat gets to take a penetration shot. Where? Oh, there it is. All right. Or a breakaway shot, not penetration shot. A 10 on the breakaway is a loss to the right winger. Almost had it. All right. Tage Thompson now has control of the puck. Home team, opponent defense 4. Takes away puck, has inside shot. Right defender can intimidate. Right defender is Brock Faber with a D and a 1-2 on intimidation. So let's go ahead and try. Intimidation is a 4, so nothing happens. Mark Stone gets to take his inside shot. That is a 5 on the inside, and it's a loss to Dylan Larkin. Dylan Larkin, home team, in a 2-2. Opponent defense 6. Bo Horvat, opponent defense 6. Takes away puck, has outside shot. Okay. So Bo Horvat is going to try and penetrate. With a 15, that is a failure. So it goes back to Dylan Larkin, actually. All right. Let's see here. This is USA. Yep, USA has the puck. Home. Inside shot for any player. The intimidating player can. We're going to take the shot with Larkin. And Bo Horvat is going to intimidate. He has an intimidation rating of 1 through 4. Intimidation is a 15. I think he's safe. Yes, he's safe. Okay. So, shot still happens, but no penalty. So, Dylan Larkin with his inside shot here gets a 6. Inside shot is goalie rating. USA looking to go back up on the board, with Jordan Biddington trying to save Canada. That is a 10, and that is a save. Goes to any forward. So we're going to give that to let's give it to our boy Mark Stone. Actually, you know what? Shea Theodore hasn't been in here at all. Let's give it to Shea Theodore. Oh wait, that's not a forward. We will give it to Mark Stone. And Mark Stone, the visitor, will opponent defense 3. Inside shot for left winger. Okay, so who can... The right defender can intimidate. And he will, with an intimidation rating of 1 to 2. Opponent takes away puck. Possible penalty. Okay. So, opponent takes away the puck. This was for Faber, right? No. Tage Thompson gets the puck. Possible penalty. We pull another one of these. It's a 6. And we take that number up here. It's a D. No penalty. Okay. So, no penalty was done. And Tage Thompson has the puck. We are almost done with the final, or with the second period. This is home offense on a 2-2. Outside shot only for any player. I think we are going to... I think we're going to give it over to Dylan? No, we're going to give it to Jack Hughes, actually. And hope that we roll a 6. We rolled a 10. And it goes to the defensive right winger. So we are over at Tom Wilson. Tom Wilson with the last play of the game gets 2. Passing D. Inside shot for the left winger. Mark Stone with an opponent intimidation. So Tage Thompson is going to take that. Needs a 1 through 4. Opponent takes away puck. Possible penalty. Okay. So we draw again immediately for an 8. And since both players are at a penalty of a D, nothing happens. So Tage Thompson takes away the puck. And that's the end of the third. Or the second period. Tied up 2 to 2. Alright, we have now hit the final period. It is time for another face-off. Let's get right into the action. So we roll. It is a +1 for the USA right now with their starting line. So we got a 2 on a +1. It will go to the superior right defenseman. That means it's going to go to Charlie McAvoy. And for Charlie McAvoy, we are going to, in a 2-2 offense, possible breakaway right off the bat. Center, if breakaway or penetration is 2 or more, if not, lose puck to opponent, which I believe Jack Eichel does have a 2 or more, and he does. So Jack Eichel is going to take a breakaway shot at an 8. Rebound. Offensive right defenseman. So Charlie McAvoy gets to take a rebound shot. With a 6. Goalie rating for Jordan Binnington. With a 7. That's a face-off. All right, so Canada's goalie coming in clutch for the save there. All right, and another face-off. We go to 7 on a +1. Superior left winger. Brady Tkachuk. Home. Opponent defense 4. Takes away puck, has inside shot. So Mitch Marner taking the inside shot. And sorry, I forgot. Sorry. Okay. Right defenseman can intimidate. So that's Charlie McAvoy with the penalty of a C. I'm going to say no intimidation on that one. Okay. We are just going to roll this. Inside shot for a 8. Rebound. Oops. I think I just drew from the discard. Defensive right defenseman. If the defense rating is 3 or more. If not, opponent has rebound. Okay, so defensive right defenseman with a 3 or more. So Charlie McAvoy takes it away. And we continue. Home team, passing D. Lose puck, outside shot for center. And you know that Connor McDavid is going to go straight for a penetration. And he gets it, so he's going to take that inside shot. Of a 3, which is a goal if he can hit a 1 through 14. It's a 12. That's a goal, and Canada takes the lead there. Okay, Canada takes the lead 3-2. All right, I think this is going to be the first time we actually change up the offenses. So for the U.S., we're going to move up to a more higher offensive chance, and the Canada is going to go down to a more defensive role here. Okay, so let's roll for that face-off. A 15 on a +1 is inferior left winger. So it goes to Macklin Celebrini. And Celebrini is now in a 2-1 offense. So they are going to opponent defense 5. Outside shot for right winger. Okay, so I'm going to pass it on over to Mitch Marner, who is going to penetrate. And that's a successful penetration. And is going to take that inside shot. 6 inside goes to the right defenseman, Charlie McAvoy again. And now that the U.S. is in a 3 offense, it's going to be a passing A. Inside shot for left wing. Right defense can intimidate. Has a D penalty with a 1 through 6. I think that's actually really worth it in this situation. So it's going to try it. Intimidation. Opponent fails to take away puck. Possible penalty. Okay. 6. Okay. And so that means there is no penalty. So there is going to be a inside shot for Brady Tkachuk. That is a 4 for inside. Lose to defensive left winger. Yep, defensive left winger. So that goes to Macklin Celebrini. Macklin Celebrini is going to, in a 2-1 offense, opponent defense 6. So opponent defense 6 is outside shot for the center. Connor McDavid is going to penetrate. Got an 8, and that is a successful penetration. So Connor McDavid's going to go for the inside shot of a 7. Goes to the right winger. All right. So Matthew Tkachuk now has the puck. They are in a 3 offense and 2 forecheckers. So opponent defense 9. Takes away puck, has outside shot only. Okay, so Macklin Celebrini taking an outside shot. And we got a 6 on outside. It goes to the center. Back to Jack Eichel. Jack Eichel is going to, on a 3 offense, possible breakaway. That's what they needed, was a possible breakaway. Left defender. Okay. Left defender is going to get the breakaway. So Quinn Hughes. Let's see if they can get this. Breakaway of an 8. Rebound. Okay. Defensive right wing if defense rating is 3 or more. Okay. So defensive right wing, defensive, yeah, that would do it. So Mitch Marner is going to take away the puck here, and for Mitch Marner, who is in a 2-1, is going to do opponent defense 6, which is outside shot for the left winger. Goes over to Macklin Celebrini, who is going to penetrate. Penetration successful. Now is going to take an inside shot. Six. Inside shot of a 6 goes to the right winger. Back to Matthew Tkachuk, and right before the line change, we are in an offensive 3, 2 forecheckers, opponent defense 5. Outside shot for left winger. Okay, so it's going to go over to Brady Tkachuk. And he is going to penetrate. And that's a successful penetration. And we are now going to take that inside shot with Brady. Where did the other die go? There it is. That is a 9 for inside shot. Lose to the right winger. Alright, so first line change. I think the US is going to do this a little bit differently, and they're going to have the Larkin cut line come out first, and then in the end of the game they're going to have the Boldy line come out. Okay, so we are starting off with Sam Reinhart with the puck in a 2-1 still. So visitor 2, they are going to do a passing F. Outside shot for the left winger. Going over to Sidney. Sidney Crosby is going to penetrate. And that's a failure on the penetrate, so it's going to go over to Tage Thompson. We are in a 3 offense. Lose to opponent, so it's going right back to Sidney Crosby. Sidney Crosby is going to 2-1. Lose puck, outside shot only for right winger, so it's going back to Tage Thompson. And we're going to take this outside shot, which is an 11. And it goes to defender any player, so it's going to go to Devin Taves. Devin Taves is going to visitor 2, passing E. Outside shot for right winger. And we are going to try and penetrate again. That's a successful penetration. So we're going to try and do that inside shot now, which is a 6 for inside shot. Goalie rating. Oh boy. Let's see if Hellebuck can keep US in this game. That is a 2, which is a rebound. A rebound is offensive left defenseman. Or, sorry. Yeah, offensive left defenseman if offense rating is 2 or more. Yep. So, looks like Devin Taves now gets to take a rebound shot. There it is. On a 3. Oh. Nope. Goes back to the center. Okay. Back to Dylan Larkin. Wow, what a play. Alright. Dylan Larkin before the defensive line change is going to lose puck. Outside shot for any player. They are going to give this back to... We're going to give this to Cale Makar. Kale McCarr is going to take this outside shot for a 9. 9 outside shot. Goes back to the center. All right, and let's do a quick line change. Okay, all right, and we are back on that center with Dylan Larkin, who is going to, on 3, we are going to pass C. Outside shot for right winger, Tage Thompson, who is going to penetrate. Successful penetration, going to take an inside shot now. Oops. That is an inside shot of a 6. Goalie rating. Okay. USA trying to tie it up here. Let's see if Binnington is able to save them. That is a 4. Goes to a face-off. Goes to a face-off. All right. Oh, and our lines are changed, and I believe we are back at even. So it is a 3. Oops, wrong side of the board. Even 3 is home left winger. Going to Jack Hughes. A 3-2. Opponent defense 8 for Sam Reinhart. Takes away puck, has outside shot. And they are going to take that penetration roll. And it's a successful one again. So we're going to take an inside shot for Sam Reinhart. That is a 9 for inside shot. Lose to any D player. Okay. So we're going to give this over to Zach Werenski. Sorry, those needed to be fixed. Okay, so Zach Werenski now has the puck. And lose puck, possible breakaway. That's unfortunate. So it goes to Shea Theodore. And possible breakaway. Center, if breakaway penetration is 3 or more, which I believe it is. Yep. So Nathan McKinnon's going to get that breakaway shot. That is an 8 for breakaway. Rebound. Defensive center if defense rating 2 or more. And it is, so Dylan Larkin's going to take that back. That is a good break for the U.S. All right, so back on 3. Lose puck, inside shot for any player. All right, they're going to give it right back to Nathan McKinnon. And Dylan Larkin is going to intimidate and see if he can try and take that puck back away. And he can! Gets a good roll, or a good luck on the card. And he gets to take that right back away from Mr. McDavid. Or McKinnon, I mean. All right. Defensive, or an offensive 3, defensive 2. Opponent defense 1 for Nathan McKinnon is takes away puck, has inside shot. For left winger can intimidate. Okay. Our left winger right now is Jack Hughes, who has a D in intimidation, or for penalty. His intimidation is literally a 0, so we're not even going to try. We are going to roll for an inside shot for Mr. McKinnon. That is a 4. And that is a goal, 1 through 9. So, if they're not able to stop this, Canada goes up 4-2. And that's an 11, so that is no goal. U.S. gets a break there. No goal. Okay. We go back to the face-off, but before the face-off, we have to do one last line change. We'll see if the U.S. made a good decision with putting it, or waiting to put the Boldy, Gunsell, and Austin Matthew lines in last. And we grab the Mark Stone line here. All right, so we are at a face-off. It is even strength for face-off, and we are at a 2. I believe that it means that it's going to go to the home team. It will, yes. Home team right defenseman. So we're going to Brock Faber. And we can get rid of those cards. And Brock Faber will passing B. Inside shot for center. The left defender can intimidate. And will. Nothing happens. So looks like Austin Matthew gets his inside shot. Is this what turns it around for the U.S.? An 11. Goal 1 through 14. Okay. Goal 1 through 14. Goal for Austin Matthews. U.S. has now tied it back up 3-3. Wow, this game's actually quite good. Kind of what I expected with, you know, getting all these very talented players in here. So, all right, let's get back to it. So, go back to the face-off. An 11 at even strength goes to home any player. We are going to keep feeding this puck to Austin Matthews. So we are at an offense of 3, which we're sticking with. Outside shot only for any player. We're just going to keep it with Austin Matthews, honestly. All right. I read that, right? Yeah, okay. So 9, outside shot. Goalie rating. Goalie rating. All right. Jordan Binnington needs to come up clutch to keep the game tied. And he rolls an 8, and that's a goal for the U.S. And just like that, the U.S. is back up and winning this game. That is crazy. That is crazy. Okay. So, we put this right here. The defenses are going to change. Canada has 8 turns left. I think they're going to go full offense. And I think U.S. needs to hold on this with full defense. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get that started. That is a crazy. All right, so, oh, whoops. Hold up. That was a little premature. Okay, so face off. At a 10. Face off at a 10. Even strength is right wing. Home right wing. Okay, so puck goes to Jake Gunsell. Now we can look at this. We are running an offense of 1 and a defense of 0. Opponent defense 5 here. Takes away puck, has outside shot. And you know Mark Stone is going to penetrate here with the game on the line. Not much left in the third. That's a successful penetration, so he's going to go for that inside shot. That is a 6 on the inside. Nope. That's a miss. Goes to a defender. So that's going to go over to Zach Werenski. Zach Werenski is going to offense 1. Lose puck, inside shot for any wait, inside shot? Oh, wow. Inside shot for any player. I think they're going to go back to Mark Stone in this situation. Let me double check that. Goalie rating, goal, 1 rebound. Ooh, we might actually go to... Horvat. No, we're going to Tom Wilson. We're going to Tom Wilson on that. Okay, so Tom Wilson's going to take that inside shot. That is a 6 for Tom Wilson. And it goes to the defensive right defenseman. Okay. Oops. All right. Faber has it. Faber is in a lose straight to the opponent. Okay. Oh, this is really not great. Okay, so Josh Morrissey now has it. Josh Morrissey, they are in a 3 offense. Possible breakaway. Okay, this is what Canada needs. Left defenseman if breakaway penetration is 4. Okay, left defenseman, it is not a 4. Right, let me make sure I read that correctly. Yep, nope, that's a loss to the opponent. Okay, back in Brock Faber's hands on a 1 offense, 0-4 checkers, opponent defense 4. Yep. Takes away puck, has inside shot, the left defender can intimidate. Okay. Intimidation, yeah, we're going to try. I don't see why not. An 11, nothing happens. So Josh Morrissey gets his inside shot. That is a 3. And it goes to the right defenseman. Let's see, how many cards left? 3? Okay. So, offensive 1, passing I, lose puck to center. Okay. So, this is where it gets interesting. So, they're going to pull Jordan Binnington, and they are going to bring on Connor McDavid as their 6th line. So, oh, I have to read this way. This was passing I, lose puck to center. Okay, so they now have 6 guys on the ice, and if I remember correctly, sorry guys, this might take me just a second. All right, so sorry, I had to read over and make sure I was doing this correctly. So, how this is going to work is we're going to pull from here. We are going to read off of the power play deck, or a power play thing. And so it says outside shot only for the left defender. So the left defender is going to take an outside shot only. It's a 3. And, okay, sorry. Wanted to make sure that it was correct. So that is a miss, because that was a 3, and that goes to the left defenseman. So, right here, so it goes to White Cloud. White Cloud gets, or no, Werenski gets the last one. We are currently in a 1. We lose the puck, and there's an outside shot for Bo Horvat. Was that an outside shot only? Yep, outside shot only. Okay, so for Canada to win this game, Bo Horvat has to come up clutch and roll a 2, 10, and that's it. You got a 2 and a 10. Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, goalie rating for... Oh, wait. Yeah, no. Goalie rating for Connor Hellebuck. Let's see. I really don't want to go to OT. Okay, face off. Okay, game ends there. Okay, we get USA with a win in this Strat-O-Matic game that took a very long time. If you stayed through the whole thing, I really appreciate everything. I really appreciate you staying through. I absolutely love this game. I find it a lot of fun. I plan on playing with another person, which makes it even more fun. But I just thought that a US versus Canada would be really fun on the first go about. So thank you guys for watching. If you like what you see, please give me a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.